This project started about 5 years ago during the pandemic era. It's hard to imagine that it's been that long since we went through the global pandemic. The last 5 years went by like a blur, and the only thing I remember was Twice and Blackpink in 2022, Twice in 2023, Twice IU ITZY in 2024, and Blackpink in 2025. Released in 2015, this was the launch product of the Reborn 100 series. This is Gundam GP-04G Gebera. Hey, welcome to my podcast. Today is an exciting day. I'm finally going to put the finishing touches on this project 5 years in the making. So please join me on this short journey, and we're going to walk down memory lane together. One of the tricks that I like to use is to put metallic paint on nozzles and thrusters. I think it not only adds a degree of realism, but it also adds a degree of sophistication to the model. It just makes the model look more expensive than it really is. And the one that I like to use is actually Tamiya's bronze color. In the area where the legs connected to the hip, it actually features an independent joint that allows the leg to swing forward and back. Both the elbows and the knees are double jointed to give you maximum range of movement. I actually completed about 80% of this model kit back in 2020, but I couldn't finish it because I didn't have the paint for panel lines and also don't have the top coat to put the finishing touch on it. So I kind of just wrap it all up in a grocery bag and just put it away. And in hindsight, maybe it's for the better. At the time, Bandai was really concerned about their customer base because the people that grew up with the original Gundam are now in their 30s and even 40s, and they have jobs and families to deal with, so there's not a lot of time that they can spend on building model kits. Bandai must have noticed that people are shying away from the master grade kits, which are getting more and more complex day by day. So a new strategy was developed and a new product line was launched. The Reborn 100 product line produces aesthetically pleasing models with master grade level of details, yet they are easier to put together because you don't have to build the internal frame and structure. In a way, they're very similar to the earlier releases from the master grade line, and maybe that's why they name it Reborn. The model kit comes with two weapons, a short-range rifle and a long-range rifle, and both are cleverly designed to have a tab on the grip so that the fist can hold the weapon very securely. And on the long-range rifle, there are actually two grips that has a tab going in opposite direction, which means that you can use both or either the right or the left hand to hold that particular weapon. To me, the most satisfying part of a build is the final step where you put it all together. So finally, let's talk about the model kit. It actually was very easy to put together. The pieces come together very nicely. The lines are very sharp. The partition gaps are really well designed. They're either hidden away by another piece or they come together very nicely. So overall, it was a very joyful build. However, when it comes to the fuel tanks on the back, those three things that are sticking out, the parts come together with a sizable and noticeable gap. So I used Tamiya's white putty to sort of level them off. And at the time, I figured that once I get my hands on some paint, I can cover it up. But it's been 5 years since that time, and those putty that I used, they actually have turned a little bit yellow. So I'm at a crossroad here. What do I do with it? Do I paint over it like I had planned to, or go another route? So what I ended up doing was to actually sand off all the putty that was there. This gives me a fresh base to work with. I also debated whether I should give it a complete paint job, but that debate went on for 5 seconds only because I know that if I were to paint it, it would add another 5 years to the completion timeline. And another note on painting this kit, because it comes together very much like an old-fashioned model kit, especially in the chest area and as well as the entire leg assembly, unless you paint it beforehand before you put it together, if you have put it together and then wanted to paint it, there will be a lot of masking to be done. And to be honest, I think the molded color actually looks great with some panel lining and a top coat. It will look fabulous on the shelf, and that's the way I've chosen to finish this. The only thing left now is to decide whether to put on the stickers or not. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.